Welcome to the Explainer. Today, we are diving into one of the most important and, let's be honest, one of the toughest jobs out there, being a parent. We're going to break down the key ideas for raising a conscious family, all based on the second chapter of the fantastic book, Parenting Education.
So let's just start with a question that gets right to the heart of it all. What's the one job that literally shapes the future of humanity, but you need zero training, zero qualifications to even begin?
You guessed it, parenthood. It's this monumental role that affects everything, but so many of us walk into it completely unprepared. So let's dig into why that's a problem and what kind of challenges that creates for families today.
All right, so first up, why does parenting in this day and age feel so much harder than it might have been for our parents or grandparents?
This quote from the book just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? I mean, think about it. We'll spend years, maybe even decades, studying for a career. But for the incredibly complex job of raising a human being, we're often just expected to figure it out as we go. And, this lack of prep leads to some really common traps. The book points out how easy it is to start outsourcing our most important job, whether it's to nannies or, let's be real, to the screens on our tablets and phones. We get so wrapped up in being busy that we end up just copying whatever parenting styles we see around us, without ever stopping to ask, wait, is this actually working for my kid?
So if just going with our gut isn't quite enough, what's the game plan? Well, the text actually simplifies things by laying out 4 basic parenting styles, or paths, that pretty much all of us fall into. First, you've got the authoritarian style. This is the classic because I said so parent. It's a dictatorship, really. The parent's word is law, and communication only flows one way, from the top down. The book calls this a vertical relationship, and it's built on fear, not connection. Now, in complete contrast, we have the authoritative style, and be careful, the names sound similar, but they're worlds apart. Authoritative parents also have firm rules, but, and this is the key, they enforce them with a ton of warmth and open conversation. It's a horizontal relationship. You're side by side working together like a team. Then you've got the permissive style. This one is all love and affection, but almost zero rules or expectations. These are the parents who want to be their kid's best friend, so they'll do anything to avoid a fight. And finally, there's the neglectful style. This is pretty much what it sounds like. It's a total lack of involvement. The parents are just absent, emotionally and physically, providing only the bare minimum and leaving kids to basically fend for themselves. Okay, so with those 4 paths laid out, you're probably wondering which one gets you to the best destination. And yeah, you probably guessed it, the book makes a really strong case that one of these styles strikes that perfect balance between love and limits. This chart really nails the difference. Authoritarian parenting runs on coercion. It's about fear and control. Do what I say or else. But the authoritative style is all about building commitment. It's about respect and cooperation. It's, hey, let's talk about why this rule is here. One is about external control. The other is about building internal responsibility. And the results? Well, they couldn't be clearer. The research shows that sure, authoritarian parenting might get you an obedient kid, but it often crushes their self-esteem. It's the authoritative style that time and time again raises kids who are not only successful, but are also genuinely happy and well-adjusted. Why? Because it teaches them how to manage themselves from the inside out. And this brings us to a much, much bigger idea. The choices we make as parents don't just echo within our own homes. They ripple out. They build the foundation for our communities and ultimately our entire society. It's simple. Healthy families create a healthy world.
Okay, so knowing the ideal style is one thing, but how do we actually do it, day in and day out? Let's get practical and break down some steps for building a more conscious family.
It really starts with having a vision. Like, what kind of person do you hope your child becomes? Once you have that goal, the real work begins, becoming a living, breathing example of those values. Because let's face it, our kids are watching what we do, not just listening to what we say. And that also means we have to work on ourselves. But maybe most importantly, we have to remember to actually enjoy the ride. It's not a race to the finish line. At the very core of this whole approach is the quality of our relationships. And as the book puts it so beautifully, you can't force good communication. It's the natural result. It's the fruit that grows from a relationship planted in positivity and joy. And this makes us totally rethink what we call quality time. It isn't just being in the same room, you on your phone while your kid's on a tablet. No, it is active,
focused participation with them in their world, playing their games, reading their books, talking about their day.
So what does that look like? It means talking about everything and anything. It means being genuinely curious about what they're into. And it means making that connection a real priority by putting your own phone away to be 100% present. That one simple action sends a powerful message. You matter more than anything on this screen. And don't forget to be playful. Humor and fun are like the superglue for building strong family bonds. And finally, the book makes a really profound point that the real work of parenting doesn't start the day the baby is born. It actually starts way, way before that. It reframes the whole idea of starting a family as a conscious, deliberate journey. And the very first step on that path? Choosing a partner who shares your vision and your values. From there, it's about mentally and emotionally gearing up for what is an awesome but immense responsibility.
I mean, think about it like this. We would never hand car keys to someone who's never had a lesson or passed a test. So why do we think it's okay to start leading a family, which is infinitely more complex, with no training at all? The takeaway here is huge. Educating ourselves about parenting isn't a bonus. It's an absolute necessity for building a family that will thrive.
So, we'll leave you with this final thought. Being a parent is the ultimate long-term investment. Every interaction, every choice, every day, it's all a brick you're laying in the foundation of your family's future. The only question is, what kind of future are you building, starting right now, today?